I'm Will League, and this is part of my story. My story started in a town called Huntsville, Alabama. Back then in the 70s, it was a small, emerging cotton town with some ties to the space industry. I had a situation in my family where my family was in need. My family was hurting. And the tragedy that happened with my father turned my life in a completely different trajectory than I ever thought it would. Not having a clue about legalities, about lawsuits, about rights, about the things that as a lawyer now I know, and I look back and I understand that people are coming into this system with almost no knowledge other than what they see on TV, which is a stark contrast to reality. When people come to see me, I feel like I have a better understanding of what they don't know and what they need to know to be satisfied and feel secure that their case is going to be okay. And I've found over the years that the more information I give them based on my own experience, that they are happier, more informed, and ready for the process. And I think that develops a level of compassion and understanding that I don't think I would have if I hadn't personally been through it. Each client is different. Each client has a different story. Each client has a different path to their story. A lot of clients come to me in our firm with a need. And before they can get to that need, they have guilt as to why they're here. And they have guilt that they need something, that they're unable to help themselves. And their story, where they are in their life, who they are, and where they want to be matters. It helps me determine what path to create for them, for their particular case. I had a 19-year-old single female who was in college and working 2 jobs to get by. She was driving down the road hit by a drunk driver who had been in a restaurant, and she was in intensive care for 3 weeks, lost both of her jobs, and was unable to finish that semester. She didn't have family support, and we were able to bring her case to resolution, not only compensate her for her medical bills, her pain and suffering, but we're able to get her damages to recoup her lost wages and get her back in school. Unfortunately, being in the hospital was a horrible, horrible result of this crash. But what it did do is she fell in love with nursing. She went to nursing school and got her RN after this particular case, and she was able to pay for it from the proceeds of the lawsuit that we were able to recover for her. It's important for our clients to tell their stories because their story matters. If we don't know their story, how can we get them on the perfect path for them, for their particular resolution? Every client and every case is different, and their story matters.